We got pretty popular pretty quick. Before long, we started getting articles in the newspaper.
It wasn't something we were doing. It was third-party articles that were doing our work, our marketing work. You can't beat that.
Every time an article was written about us, within a couple of days, the business would just boom right up. It would just kick.
It all started happening right after our first article. It was called The Burger Takeout Extraordinaire. And when people started seeing that, in combination with the brothers always being there, I think that was what people wanted to see. And at the same time, the food was there.
We realized right off the bang that these guys could run more than one store. We had the formula down.
We found a site, the King and Beauregard site. My dad says, you know, we can make it work. We can open another store. It was scary because we just got going with the first store and you're feeling good, you're starting to make some money. We're gonna open another one.
Very vaguely remember opening the second store. There would be 2 inches thick of peanuts on the ground, and it was a little, maybe 10-foot wide area that people used to just crowd in waiting for their food.
We got the thing going, we got the second store going. Then popularity really started to kick in.
After we've opened 2, I had on my mind that we could open up several more if we could get the help and get the money.
If you really wanted to think you were funny, go into a bank and ask them to borrow money to open up a hamburger stand, because everybody will start laughing at you. That must be really funny.
Next thing you know, there was another dive store out in Springfield. It went down, so it became available. We decided to go ahead and take that on too.
And kind of at that point, we started getting our legs under us, and we got Old Town location open after that. The third location was still going strong. It was a pretty exciting time.
Matt met Mark Mosley and Fran Smart. After talking to him for a while, my brother decided that maybe we should bring him on board with us.
He said, I've been trying to talk Dad into franchising for a couple of years, but he won't do it. He said, maybe if you come in and help us, maybe he'll consider doing it. So we loaded up, went over to his dad's house, sat down and talked, and Jerry and I had an instant rapport. He's a great guy, and we hit it off right off the bat.
I went kicking and screaming into a couple meetings and listened to the presentations and stuff and said, well, let's try it. And God, who would have known? We sold the United States out, I think, in 3 months or something.
Sam spent weeks with us, and hours, figuring out what makes this thing tick. Why is it working so good?
I'm convinced it's about good policy, which we have, and you gotta have people that understand the whole philosophy of giving that customer something that they're not gonna get anyplace else. It's not just about the burger, it's about that whole experience.
That's what we're trying to continue to do to this day, is to allow the employees to give the customer the greatest experience they can, at the same time feeling great about what they do.
It's a magical combination of a bunch of things. One is you have to have the product. From there, it comes down to the experience too. And Five Guys is just kind of raw. You walk in, it's old-fashioned, what you remember growing up, a burger and a fry and a Coca-Cola. It just is a special experience. When you put all that together, you can't stop it.